Hello! Welcome to Snippets, Bits and Bobs, a channel of weekly videos of eclectic excerpts from classic and contemporary literature, lyrics, and even recipes that I read in a relaxing, soft-spoken ASMR style. Check the description box below to learn more about ASMR. I hope you'll be as excited as I am each week as I share new topics with you. Welcome to our special space to get away from the madding crowd, to relax and decompress. Slow your pace here, stay for a while, and listen all the way to the end of this video. It is my intention to help you relax, and if I can also edify at the same time, then I think our time together is well spent, so here we go. You will hear quotes today from Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, President Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, and Prime Minister Manley of Jamaica. But first, a bit about the origin of Black History Month. Carter G. Woodson is credited with creating Negro History Week in Washington, D.C. in February 1926. He was the second Black American to receive a Ph.D. in history from Harvard, following W.E.B. Du Bois by several years. Carter Woodson wanted to use Black history and culture to showcase the struggle for racial uplift. He also wanted to ensure that school children would be exposed to Black history. He chose the second week of February to celebrate the birthday of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Remember in the Part 1 video of this channel's series of Black History Month, the 1920s saw the rise in interest in African American culture, represented by the Harlem Renaissance literary and cultural movement. Now, because you and I are here to relax, there is no politics here. The world leaders that I highlight today are somewhat similar to each other, and each wanted to do the best for the citizens and uplift their country, and that's what I believe. Rastafari Makonnen was born in 1892 and became the distinguished Ethiopian Emperor Qadamawi Haile Selassie from 1930 to 1974. His family tree can be traced to the house or dynasty of the biblical King Solomon. He served as the chairperson of the Organization of African Unity and became a prominent political figure in shaping the Ethiopian government. And Emperor Selassie also became the first Ethiopian ruler who traveled and spoke around the world. He helped bring Ethiopia into the United Nations. The Rastafarian movement was formed in 1930 and regarded Emperor Selassie as a human prophet who fully recognized the inner divinity in each individual. His quotes: "We must become bigger than we have been, more courageous, greater in spirit, larger in outlook. We must become members of a new race, overcoming petty prejudice, owing our ultimate allegiance not to nations, but to our fellow man within the human community. An awareness of our past is essential to the establishment of our personality and our identity as Africans. We have before us the examples of the United States of America and the USSR. We must remember how long these required to achieve their union. When a solid foundation is laid, if the mason is able and his materials good, a strong house can be built. The Charter of the United Nations expresses the noblest aspirations of man: abjuration of force in the settlement of disputes between states, the assurance of human rights, and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion, the safeguarding of international peace and security. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf served as the 24th President of Liberia and the first female president of any African nation. She served from year 2006 to 2018. An economics and public policy graduate from Harvard University, she has received more than 20 honorary recognitions and awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011 for her nonviolent struggle for the safety of women and for women's rights to full participation in peace-building work. The following year, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was also awarded the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament, and Development. On women and leadership, she says, "If your dreams do not scare you, they're not big enough." To girls and women everywhere, I issue a simple invitation. My sisters, my daughters, my friends, find your voice. Find your voice. And she also says, I believe that there are certain attributes in a woman that give her some advantages over a man. Women are usually more honest, more sensitive to issues, and bring a stronger sense of commitment and dedication to what they do. Maybe because they were mothers, and being a mother, you have that special attention for the family, for the young, for children. We are here because we share a fundamental belief that poverty, illiteracy, disease, and inequality do not belong in the 21st century. We share a common purpose to eradicate these ills for the benefit of all. Ethnicity should enrich us. It should make us a unique people in our diversity and not be used to divide us. And future generations will judge us not by what we say, but by what we do. We have more coming up. If you are enjoying this video or this channel, thank you. This year, my goal is to gain at least 500 subscribers. Yes, 500. And I know you can help me get to that number. YouTube wants to see channel creators like me increase their presence and engagement by many viewers subscribing, liking, or commenting. Also, I am aware that some viewers don't wish to have their private names in the comment section, and I certainly can understand that. If I may suggest, think about creating another Gmail address and use a favorite nickname or fantasy name, whatever you wish. So thank you again. Now let's move to the next selection. Michael Norman Manley served as the 4th Prime Minister of Jamaica, the 3rd largest island in the Caribbean, or the Caribbean. He served from 1972 to 1980 and later from 1989 to 1992. He was and continues to remain one of the country's most popular prime ministers. He was a son of Jamaica's first prime minister at the time of independence, 1962, from the British monarchy. He received degrees from McGill University in Canada and from the London School of Economics. He supported the belief of democratic socialism. His quotes: "Any realistic vision of change must be based on the notion of empowerment of people." And from his first book, The Politics of Change, published in 1974, Prime Minister Manley said, "Self-reliance refers to our capacity to accept responsibility for our own development within the social grouping, while social responsibility implies our awareness that our development must take place in the context of a general respect for the interests of others in the group. So, too, with nations. Government today must not only reflect the politics which have been described as the art of the possible, it must reflect also the pursuit of the impossible, so that our own capacity may be confirmed to ourselves and self-doubt banished." When he addressed the United Nations General Assembly in October 1972, he said, "We believe that the idea of equality is the only enduring principle by which mankind may be guided in the conduct of national and international affairs." And in his broadcast to the Jamaican people on his retirement from office in March of 1992, Michael Manley says, "Democracy means far more than the right to vote every 5 years. It means the right to participate in every aspect of national and community life. The people must believe that they can take part." Well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did in preparing these readings for you. Welcome, new subscribers. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and hit the like button. Also, share your comments below about this video and tell me what topics you want to hear in future videos. If you'd like to see recent videos of snippets, bits, and bobs, see the links in the description. Also, click on the bell icon on your right to get the latest videos when they are uploaded, usually each week on Tuesdays. Can't wait to share next week's theme with you. So, have a good week and see you soon at Snippets, Bits, and Bobs. Bye-bye.